Spider-Man, Spider-Man, you are a wonderful Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, you are the wonderful Spider-Man. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. I said, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, here comes the wonderful Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, here comes the wonderful Spider-Man. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, you better watch out for Spider-Man. He got the web shooters and he swings. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. All right, guys, what is good? What is good, everyone? It's your boy JayBari, man. Here with the official. I said I'm here with the official now. JayBari Show, episode 19. I try to do it with some gameplay with Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the game crashed to me, and yeah, that sucks. So I don't know what else to do right there when it comes to that game. Well, I know I can start it up and do other things with it, but right now it wasn't working. It wasn't working. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back to the traditional form of doing a JayBari Show in a podcast formality. We're gonna have Persona join in very soon on the podcast. But yeah, this is episode 19, man. And we're gonna be talking about a few things here. Yo, Vic, what's good, man? We're gonna be talking about a few things in here where as you guys can see down in the description, you guys can always see the topics, and we're only going to have two topics. Spider-Man release date. We're going to talk about a release date. Going to talk about, predictions that I had previously. Going to talk about, is it a good release date, whatever. And then we have the hypocrisy and salt in the gaming community with this game, Spider-Man. Already off the rip, yo, people have been complaining and they have been sharing their thoughts, and we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it in a few when it comes to Spider-Man. Yo, Bear, what is good, man? What is good, man? But yo, the thought is real with Spider-Man. I don't know why. Well, before we get into that, we're going to be talking about this release date when it comes to this game. In January, I made a video, just predicting PlayStation 4 release dates because, PSX was a little bit disappointing where we didn't get any release dates at all when it came to the upcoming PlayStation games. You know what I mean? The God of War, the Detroit, the Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, whatever, Death Stranding, whatever. Any game, we didn't get no information as far as release dates, release months, nothing. All we got is early 2018, coming 2018. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Let me do a little fun video real quick, and let me talk about my predictions as far as when I think these games will come out, and just giving a few back story of why I think is going to be coming out those days. So I did God of War, I did Detroit, and I did Spider-Man, where I originally said Spider-Man was going to be coming out in June. You know what I mean? I was very headstrong on that month because I just felt like it would be a perfect time, just to have that game come out in June. People just getting over the whole Infinity War hype. You know what I mean? And yo, a Marvel game is coming out that's done by Sony, done by Insomniac. These guys done open world games, just this Sunset Overdrive and all that stuff. You know what I mean? The hype is just real when it came to this game. So I was like, yo, June would be dope. Imagine if they said, yo, E3, you know what I mean? You already have the release date announced, then you have E3, you're announcing all your games, then boom, end of the month, you're going to have Spider-Man come out. It's going to be a movie for PlayStation. So, you know, I was very headstrong with June. I had some good inclinations that it will come out in June, and I was pretty sure it was going to come out in June. Obviously, we already know the release date is not in June. I guess, you know, things change with what I heard prior and all that stuff, where the game is now coming out September 7th. Yo, RD Vinny, what's good, man? September 7th, the game is coming out. And, you know, believe it or not, I think that's still a good date. You know what I mean? You don't really have like a first party game within that area. What we know of right now in that area. And you know, having a big blockbuster game right there is also a good date. I personally would rather play the game in I would rather personally play it in June. You know what I mean? Because, you know, September, another huge game that I'm anticipating comes out as well. When it comes to 2018 overall, as far as my most anticipated games, it's definitely Spider-Man. Spider-Man was definitely the most anticipated game. We have done plenty of podcasts speaking on that. We have done, you know, plenty of little videos of me speaking on that. Yo, Spider-Man is a game that I'm looking forward to the most. There was also Nino Kuni 2, and there was also Dragon Quest in there. God of War is up there as well. But when I say most anticipated, I was way more anticipated for Spider-Man than God of War. Like, I like God of War games. I like God of War franchise. But when it comes to the Spider-Man, you gotta sit your ass down. You know what I mean? So I was definitely excited for you know, Spider-Man. Getting a release date. Now we have a concrete release date. Yo, I'm telling you, this game is done. This game is done already. These guys are posting up photo mode with, you know, Peter Parker doing the deuces. Hold on, let me get these photo modes pictures up here and show you guys what these guys are doing over here. 1 second. These guys are doing photo modes. You know what I mean? We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to this picture. But I just wanna get this out here to show that. Hopefully this is showing. Yeah, that is showing. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Yo, Black Star Goat, what's good, man? Yo, Skeptic Meatball, what is good, man? Yeah, I think September is a great time for it to come out. I'm not mad if it. Listen, a lot of people was trying to tell me, you know, oh, JayBari, you got to take that L. You got to take that L. You know what I mean? These people are not doing predictions. You know what I mean? A prediction, you can be wrong, you can be right. At the end of the day, I'm not mad that the game is coming out September. I'm getting to play Spider-Man. Like I said, it's my most anticipated game. I just wanted to play my most anticipated game as soon as possible. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? If I was going with June, I want this game to come out in June, and it comes out in September. Hey, I'm not mad at that at all. But you know what I mean? I would rather play it in June and get it out the way. You know what I mean? Yo, Jordan, what's good, man? But I'm definitely not mad about the day. I think September is a good time for it to come out. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is that, you know, it comes out the same month as Dragon Quest. You know what I mean? I think Dragon Quest comes out the next week, like the 14th or something like that. Spider-Man is the early of the month, then Dragon Quest. Then I think Tomb Raider comes out like the same day as Dragon Quest is already. And in my opinion, I think Tomb Raider is gonna have to take the L. I'm gonna play Shadow Tomb Raider probably in like December. You know what I mean? I'm gonna push it all the way down to December when I get the time to play it, because I know Dragon Quest games is long. You know what I mean? Like, just the story alone is very long. Dragon Quest games require a lot of grinding. You know what I mean? Especially when you get to that late part in the games. From my experience playing Dragon Quest games, you know, it could get up there in the ending area. You know, you want to be pretty high level and grind your way up and get your items and all that stuff. Do your little side quests. You know what I mean? So I know I'm going to be in there for a minute. You thought Persona was long. Dragon Quest is long as well. And Spider-Man, I definitely, that's like I said, that's my most anticipated game. So, Tomb Raider's going to take that L that month. Especially the game coming out so close, they're going to take that L. Dragon Quest will have to wait though. Nah, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Did you see Crap Gaming's video about Spider-Man just praising Sony? Nah, I don't really watch Crap Gaming like that, man. The only time I really listen or watch Crap Gaming is when they do like a podcast. He does like this Xbox Nation podcast. You know what I mean? Xbox Nation. Come on, man. This guy has no originality. But yeah, he does that, and he does like the Mooch podcast. I will listen to that time to time, but as far as his videos, I don't really listen to that. But I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that these guys are coming out, are praising Sony. You know what I mean? Deep, like I've been telling you guys, deep down in their souls, in their mind, they've been praising Sony. They just had to bash Xbox so people won't buy a PlayStation. You know what I mean? Just bashing Xbox so people won't buy a PlayStation. But they've been praising Sony. How could you not praise Sony this generation? You know what I mean? Or give them their just dues this generation. You know what I mean? That's just craziness. But yeah, September 7th, really good date. Is before COD. It's before Red Dead, so that's really good as well. I'm pretty sure they planned that, strategically. Like, hold on, we can't do October, we can't do November. Let's do September. Let's do September. But anyway, I think Spider-Man could hang with those games, but it definitely took a little plunge as far as potential sales. Because there's people that is just going to buy Call of Duty. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what game comes out for the year. They are waiting for that Call of Duty. But there's a lot of Spider-Man fans. You know what I mean? And I'm going to read some stuff from this PlayStation article that came out earlier today, because I saw some good stuff. And especially when it comes to the artwork and the design of the game. Yo, they really worked with Marvel with this game. You know what I mean? Where they contacted Steve Ditko. Steve Ditko was pretty much like the main dude of Spider-Man. When you think about like Spider-Man comics, you think about like Steve Ditko. You know what I mean? That's Spider-Man. Dan Sloth, he came in the later run in the Amazing Spider-Man, the new series of Amazing Spider-Man after Dr. Octavius, he died when he was doing the whole Superior Spider-Man, and Peter Parker came back and he's like, wow, I'm like a billionaire. You know what I mean? I got this big ass building and all this stuff. That's Dan Sloth Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the new stuff. But Steve Ditko, that's like the original. Could we say original? No, but we could say that's like the best of the Spider-Man series. You know what I mean? Kingdom Hearts not coming out this year. We'll see. I hope Kingdom Hearts come out this year. The thing is with me, I don't give a damn if there are 5 games that, especially when it comes to the games I'm anticipating. If I'm anticipating a game, I'm not about that. Let's think about this. We got to come out with this game. I want to play the game. You know what I mean? So I want Kingdom Hearts to come out this year. You know what I mean? But back to Spider-Man. Back to Spider-Man real quick. You guys are trying to turn my thoughts. What is this? Oh, sharing. Okay. Back to Spider-Man real quick. Let's go back to here. So Spider-Man, here's the news. Can you make sure? Let me make sure you guys can see this. Here's the news of Spider-Man. All right, everyone here at Insomniac is thrilled to announce that Marvel Spider-Man will launch on Friday, September 7th. You notice that there's no real like headline title, like Spider-Man, this, that, blah, blah, blah. There's no real like headline title to this. All right, September 7th, exclusively for the PlayStation 4. And we're gonna talk about that word exclusively back after we talk about this whole little article here with Spider-Man. I want to catch everybody up, get the proper information out there when it comes to this game. By the way, I already pre-ordered this game, the digital deluxe version. If you do pre-order the game, you will get like a Spider-Man pin mailed to you. And this is cool. This is one thing I like that Sony, PlayStation is doing with their exclusives. What they're doing with their exclusives is that when you pre-order like an exclusive game, you get like a certain like little stuff from the gear store. So when I pre-ordered like Gran Turismo, I got a t-shirt. When you pre-order God of War, you get like a pin. You know what I mean? Like I like that they're including their gear store stuff in their pre-orders, because now that's gonna, you know, entice people probably like, you know what, let me go check out this gear store, see what else they got. You know what I mean? That's proper little marketing right there. And it's proper, that's a good incentive bonus also to pre-order digitally or whatever. You know what I mean? Yo, Garuda, what's good, man? You play COD, you don't refuse to accept anything you say. I don't refuse to accept anything you say. Okay. I'm gonna get my PSN working. Yo, Danny, what's good, man? I need that statue. Facts. Scalebound, Crackdown 3. Facts. Scalebound, Crackdown 3. So when it comes to what I was talking about, man, it does slip my mind reading that comments. But yo, shout out to everybody in here, man. Definitely appreciate it. I think I was going back here talking about the Spider-Man stuff. Let me go back, because I definitely forgot. All right. So it's been an incredible experience for us to spend the last few years working on this game, from getting to create our own unique universe and story for our favorite superhero. Damn right, favorite superhero. Listen, Spider-Man is the best superhero, hands down. The most relatable superhero that you can find. What is other relatable superheroes? But Spider-Man to me is very relatable, especially when the times that I was reading Spider-Man, I was going through my little issues, my little quirkiness. You know what I mean? Then I got the girl. I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Yo, mind you, when I went to college, a lot of my comic books that I had, like Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, X-Men, I was a huge X-Men dude. I had stacks of X-Men comics and Spider-Man comics. My mom one day, I'm in college, it's my freshman year of college. What break was it? I think it was Christmas break when I came back home. Because I came back home on Thanksgiving break. Everything was there. When I came back Christmas break, I had two containers of comic books. And this is word on everything, yo. To my man Marvin that just recently passed away. I put it on his grave. 2 stacks. You know those tubs, those little heavy crate tubs that people blew and they put like storage units. I had 2 of those of just comic books. And this is the stuff that the ones that I kept. There's obviously ones that I have lost and stuff like that. Yo, my mom threw away all of that stuff. She threw away every single one of them. You know, I'm talking about, oh, we don't have enough space in this house for all this crap. I was like, what? All of that stuff. But big shout out to Marvel though. Cause Marvel, you know, I've been subscribed to their digital comic book stuff for like good 4 years now. Where, you know what I mean, you get to read not all the comics, but pretty much they got pretty much all the good ones they have in there. Like all the old school Amazing Spider-Mans. They have pretty much all the Spider-Man series in there. If you guys want to catch up and read anything like Marvel, I say go subscribe to Marvel Ultimate, and yeah, catch up on anything in there. You know, it's pretty much like $10 a month, and you get all of Marvel's library in there, man. But yo, I remember that day, yo, and I was crying, yo. I was crying. I was like, yo, how could you throw away all that stuff? You know what I mean? Yo, Persona, what's good, man?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
What we talking about?
We talking about the SpiderMan release date, and just breaking down this whole SpiderMan article right here. And just speaking about the game, I just want to get the information out on the pre-order bonuses and all that good stuff. So I'm not showing off everything right here with these guys, what they said in this PlayStation article.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let me move on here. Along with the release date, we get to show the final box art for Spider-Man. So, all right, this is the final box art for the game. Let's go and zoom in here. What you guys think about this box art right here? Let's see if everybody can see this first. Yeah, they can. Okay, cool. What you guys think about this box art right here? What do you think about this box art right here on Persona?
You know, my favorite color is red. So all this red I'm loving right now. I can't even front. I do like it. The red background, deep red. It looks pretty dope. Look like when you really look at it and analyze it, I really do kind of wish it kind of would have been a little bit cooler if Manhattan was in the background and he was swinging. I think that kind of would have been more dynamic, more, you know, a better image to see. But I like it. You know, his costume looks great. He looks, you know, it looks very well put together. The art looks great as far as Spider-Man goes. Even like the Spider-Man logo itself. Remember the old Spider-Man cartoon? I kind of wish the art was that. Remember the whole, like, it was kind of like dripping a little bit. That Spider-Man. I kind of wish the Spider-Man logo was like that. But one of the things that looks most beautiful on this box, on the box art, is that only on PlayStation logo at the top.
Oh, you see right there, right? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in the second topic of the hypocrisy and salt part. But I just want to get
though. It's solid. I like it.
I like it. I do see the plain red in the background. I do agree with, like, if they had like a city in the background there, or if they had like the city in his eyes, you know, like reflected in his eyes. I think that would have been dope as well. Or having like two couple of bad guys reflected in his eyes. You know what I mean? Just give it like a little teaser. Yeah. If they had like, Mr. Negative in one eye and Kingpin in another eye, you know what I mean? That would have been cool. You know what I mean? Like,
or even like the like it kind of would have been cool if they would have did like a GTA style backdrop while he's swinging. So like in the background they show Mr. Negative and Kingpin and like some bad guys like shooting like little like snapshots of like some enemy actions and shit like that. Like they could show Kingpin sitting in his chair smoking in the background and show Mr. Negative, you know, looking down, you know, like on some like sinister shit, and show like some bad guys shooting the guns at, you know, just shooting guns, but not necessarily at him, but like it's a snapshot of them shooting or them like, you know, running off with some money or something like that, and shows him like this right here, the Game Informer. This should have been the cover.
That could have been the cover.
That should have been the cover.
Yeah,
that should have been the cover 100%. Insomniac dropped the ball there. They seriously dropped the ball.
This is a better cover in my opinion. Yeah, I agree.
That is an amazing cover. Very beautiful. I don't know why they shout out to Alex Ross, because Alex Ross is the one that drew this up for Game Informer. That would have been the perfect cover. That honestly would have been one of the best covers to come out this gen. Quote me.
Yeah, I like this. I like this to be the cover as well, because this, like I said, this is not that bad. You know what I mean? You do get a personal picture of Spider-Man here, but like the red background, we already know Spider-Man associated with red, white, and blue. Put a little, you know, city in there, like an Empire State Building or something. You know what I mean? Back up there or something. But yeah, I definitely agree with this background. It's much better. But
a lot of people also didn't. A lot of people also don't like the white spider logo on his suit. A lot of people complaining about that too, and I'm like, I mean,
it's an original story.
Yeah, this is the ultimate suit, but I don't know.
This is the original story that Insomniac is creating, and they're working with Marvel. So this is definitely a new suit. It does have similarities with other suits, but you know what I mean? It has its traditional, you know, his head garment right here. That's pretty traditional. But everything else right here is pretty much new. It's very similar to a lot of different suits though. To 2099 Ultimate suit.
Yeah, that's the ultimate suit.
It's very similar to a lot of this stuff right here.
I like it though. Like, it's not bad for me. Like, I definitely am feeling it.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
But I like judging too, like just off first glance. This is definitely not one of his old. Like, you can tell that this isn't like an old Spider. Like, this is an older Spider-Man. The webs, because you know Spider-Man. This looked like a grown ass man, like swinging.
Right, this is very experienced.
Yeah, this is he looks very experienced. He looks fierce. Like, as far as Spider-Man's face, like you can see like even though he's wearing a mask, you can kind of see it in the eyes, the way the eyes are drawn. That you can see the passion in his eyes. You can see that, you know, he's swinging off to stop a crime or something like that. But also like the suit itself, I think the webs are coming out of his body and they aren't the mechanical. Judging by the webs are coming out of his body.
Let's look. I don't think so. I think they do have web shooters on here. It's in this little
I
white
couldn't
thing
see.
right here.
Let me see. Blow it up.
You see how the web is coming out?
Ah, okay. Yeah, I see it.
It's lined in with it's interlined with that little white part of the suit.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
It's hidden.
My fault, ladies and gentlemen. But
there's only one Spider-Man series that really did that, where he didn't have the web slinging, the web shooters.
Mm-hmm.
It was more organic out his hand, and that's what the first Spider-Man movie series took from.
Yeah,
a lot of people was like, "What? I didn't know Spider-Man could do that." Yeah, there was an actual series that.
Yeah, there was a series that did that.
He did that. But this is the part that I like right here. When I was reading this article, like, I mean, we was playing COD, but I was glimpsing, and I saw Steve Ditko. I was like, what? So, you know what I'm saying? They really, as far as the artwork and stuff like that, this is how you know a lot of passion is going into this game. Astute fans of the Wallcrawler will see nods to the work of J. Scott Campbell, Mark Bagel, John Romita. This is a good dude right here as well. Senior and junior is on it. I don't know about Joe Quesada, and of course Steve Ditko. Like, Steve Ditko, that's the main dude right here. But this dude right here as well, John Romita and his junior son, those are good dudes too. Like, the artwork for those guys are dope. If you want to look up the artwork for these, all you gotta do is Google their names, and you see like Spider-Man artwork for these guys, and you will see. But yo, they all work together with the game to like give their little nods and like, oh, this should be like this, or this. That's, to me, that's dope to me, man. I like that a lot. So the game is, typical $60, retail and digitally. You can pre-order digital right now. You can pre-order everything right now, pretty much. And they're going to have a digital deluxe edition. So the digital deluxe, anybody didn't pre-order yet, or wanting to pre-order the copy of the game, as well of new story chapters with post-launch DLC series. Spider-Man, the City That Never Sleeps. That's right. We'll be supporting. Oh, so is that the name for it?
Yeah, that's the name of the expansion.
That's the name of the expansion, or it's the name of the game?
No, I think it's called Spider-Man. I think it's just called Spider-Man. But the name of one, I guess that's like the expansion.
DLC. Oh yeah, I see it.
The expansion, The City Never Sleeps, I think is the first expansion that's going to be coming out, and that's going to be with a new villain and side quests and stuff like that. Yeah,
they said that all the DLC content, they're going to have like different villains with their just own stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, here it is right here. The City That Never Sleeps 3 post-launch story chapters, plus new missions, new suits, and characters. You get the fully downloadable game. Pre-order bonus, you get a physical Spider-Man pin, which is the actual cover of the game, which is pretty dope. You get this stuff is too. Pre-order bonus content. You get the Spidey suit pack, and you get a Spider-Man drone gadget. You also receive a Spider-Man avatar, which we have in the Spider-Man theme, and 5 extra skill points. So you get some skill points as well, I guess, for leveling up and all that stuff, man. That's a digital version. But let's talk about this collector's edition. Okay.
Ooh.
So the collector's edition, you pretty much get everything that you get in the digital, but you get the physical steelbook that includes the game. PlayStation.
The steelbook is nice. That all red with the spider.
That joint is fire.
That is
fire.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That joint, and Persona can confirm right here. When you get a PlayStation collector's edition, you're getting the game as well for those guys that do physical.
You get the game.
You get the game out here, man. They're not going to Xbox you.
Yeah. With God of War, you will get the game if you buy the Stone Mason edition. And same thing with Spider-Man.
They're not going to give you a mat. What's it called? A mask and
mask.
We thought she was going to play it on Game Pass. They ain't gonna do that. PlayStation ain't going to do that. They said that the statue is going to reveal summer 2018. So I don't think this is the statue right here.
Well, yeah, right. So the top part with Spider-Man, that's him. That is what the statue is gonna look like. But what he's standing on, they said, is a spoiler, and they don't want to reveal that until the summertime. So
yeah,
my
it
speculation
like he about to punch something, like he punched into a car or something. That's what it looks like here.
Or it might be him fighting like another hero that he doesn't know is a hero, and like he's like jumping towards him or something like that. Or I'm thinking it may be, they announced that the Avengers Tower was going to be in there. I thought he was standing on the Avengers Tower, and I'm like, why would they wait to reveal that in the summer though? Like I think they could have did that now, especially if they revealed that the Avengers Tower is going to be in the game. Yeah. The Daily Bugle, like come on, like everybody knows that's where Parker works, so that's not really something that you really spoiling. So it has to be him fighting a special villain, either a villain or like there's gonna be another hero that's gonna be there as well or something like that. I'm thinking it's a villain, obviously. I think it's Green Goblin.
Yo, I was gonna say the same thing. It looked like he might be fighting against Green Goblin here,
or Hobgoblin.
It looks like he's going to be pulling somebody out. So he probably got somebody already choked up, and he's pulling somebody. That's what I just get from this. It look like a car that he's pulling out, or like a sewer or something. Yeah. But I'm going to assume Green Goblin as well, because it look like this is being covered by something. This back area right here, is being covered by something.
Like he's also on the glider as well, and he's like grabbing up on Green Goblin while the glider's moving or something like that. I could see that being the statue, which would be dope. Another villain, I think it could be Rhino, maybe maybe he's on Rhino's back or something like that. And
I don't think they would waste it on Rhino. Rhino's
Rhino's very B tier. Yeah, he's B tier. I'm just throwing it out there.
It might be Venom. Never know.
Might be. I would rather Carnage, but just because so much red, like I can't red all over is so good. I would rather Carnage be in this game than Venom. Personally, Carnage is my favorite out of the two.
You like Carnage more than Venom? Ew.
Yes, sir, I do. But we'll see. Either way, the statue, I like the Spider-Man part of it. It definitely does look pretty dope.
And this box too, man. You know the PlayStation collector's box. You keep those. You don't throw those away. You don't rip those up.
Closet is full of boxes. Believe me.
Yeah. You get a white Spider sticker. You get the mini book as well, the art mini book, and also the same stuff with it. This actual collector's edition only costs $150 as well.
Yeah,
it's not $200 like some joints out here, but it's only $150.
Facts. Looks great though.
What else we got here? What else? This is the trailer. Let me see if I can mute that. All right, it's muted. You guys see that? Look at this new gameplay. Yo, they showed the date quick. The first thing they showed was the date. Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, they want to make sure folks is ready. They understand.
Yo, look at this joint, bro. It
looks dope. I like that.
One of these is going to be the symbiote suit. One of these is going to be the symbiote suit, man. No way.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't confirm if Black Spidey was going to be in the game, but I'm pretty sure he probably will be. Yeah.
One of those. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want the symbiote suit, the black symbiote suit, and I want the superior Spider-Man suit, because they say that this is a very experienced Peter Parker, and you know what I mean. And they show Miles Morales. You know, I want the superior Spider-Man suit, and I want the symbiote. I think that would be dope, because they got the punk rocker joint. I don't know who this is. The punk rocker one is. I don't remember seeing that. It's probably like a different alternate universe dude.
Yeah. Or that might be their own spin on a suit that's just like a cool suit that, you know, swing around in that you can, I think. Also, there's supposed to be suit crafting in the game.
Yeah. You're right. Yo, you know what? You know what I noticed? This suit right here looks very familiar to another game.
What game?
Sunset Overdrive. You know how you can do your character
with the vest. Yeah. It do though. The vest. Yeah. The vest. Like my god,
bro. Look at that suit, y'all.
Yeah, the vest is definitely awesome. Sunset Overdrive.
Look at that suit. That very Sunset Overdrive-ish, man. Yo,
Yeah.
Insomnia, yo, y'all are gangsters out here, man. Insomnia is gangsters.
Don't let Microsoft catch wind of that.
But hey, man, you guys are already beating us up, man. Just calm down, PlayStation, please. I know they got some other pictures in here. They saying that this is another game. That's World War II. They saying that the game is going to be drastically bigger than Sunset Overdrive as well.
Let's use the proper words now, Bari. Several times.
Several times bigger.
Several means what? More than 7? Several. I mean,
yeah.
It's going to be big. Well, how big was Sunset Overdrive map, though? Was Sunset Overdrive map really that big? I mean, we're talking about Manhattan here.
It was a pretty decent map. It was a pretty big map, Sunset Overdrive.
We're talking about Manhattan here for Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's one thing I would like them to do, going to like all the boroughs like Queens, mainly Queens, of course.
Yeah, mainly Queens. Yeah, that's where he be at.
If he goes in like Brooklyn, that would be dope. But yeah, man,
they got to get Manhattan right. I hope they get Manhattan. Well, I'm sure they will get Manhattan right, but I hope there's like some good landmarks, like you can swing past Madison Square Garden and Radio City Music Hall or something like that. Empire State Building, obviously. World Trade Center, obviously you'll be able to climb up. I'm pretty sure one of the trophies for this game is going to be time to climb the tallest building in the game.
Yeah,
which is the World Trade Center, obviously, if they put that in the game. If not, it'll be the Empire State Building. That's going to be dope. Oh no, whoa, oh damn! First thing I see.
I'll pull up Twitter because
first thing I see is resurrections.
I wanted to catch. All right, this is all the information right here. The game is going to be 30 frames per second, both base and pro, several times larger than Sunset Overdrive. Hell no to microtransactions. There will be a fast travel system, subway. And this is probably it right there. MJ is playable. Post-release content planned. Photo mode included.
That photo mode gonna get used a lot. Believe that.
yo, every little swing that photo mode getting used.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to. Reason why I searched in Spider-Man on Twitter, because we're gonna move on to the other topic of this hypocrisy and salt. Which one you want to carry? Which one you talk about first, the salt or the hypocrisy?
I don't want to get high blood pressure. So you know what? Screw it. I love salt. Go ahead. So talk about the salt.
Let's get to the salt, man.
Let's get to the salt. Put a little salt. Put a little salt on my chicken. You feel me?
I mean, Xbox gamers have been salty. We're tackling Xbox gamers. We're gonna tackle Nintendo dudes too. Xbox gamers have been salty since 2017.
I want you to bring something up too. Hold on, I gotta get it. But keep talking. I'm sorry.
when it comes to this, exclusive rants and all that stuff, these dudes have been going out their way to just express their thought towards this game and it being exclusive only on PlayStation. You know what I mean? And throughout this generation, we've been hammering home. It's Persona and myself. We've been hammering home that exclusives matter. You know what I mean? Everything can't be on every platform, man. You know what I mean? Where you need to sell people. You need to incentivize your console to people so they can purchase it. So you know what I mean? When Spider-Man gets, Game Informer came out and said, "Yo, we're gonna have good Spider-Man news, and Spider-Man is gonna be on the main cover and all that stuff." Yo, the salt was already. This is before the release date. Before the release date, the salt was already gone. People was like, "Yo, this game should be a multi-plat." These people was hitting up Insomniac. When is the game coming to? So when is the game coming to Xbox?
Said
never. You know what I mean? Insomniac said,
never.
And that right there turned upside down when it comes to the gaming. The gamers, the sensitive gamers. Oh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. Where, I mean, I guess we could tie the hypocrisy in it as well. Where, why would these gamers be so salty about this game? And a lot of these dudes, they always claim, well, I got a PS4, so I'm good anyway. But why are you salty? You know what I mean?
Not only that, but part of it is Like, you know, what is one of the main things that, especially you, Barry, because you've been in a lot of pro Xbox podcasts, you've been in a lot of podcasts, period. So you've heard this more than maybe anybody. What has always been one of the factors that people use why they prefer Xbox over PlayStation? Because
A lot
what?
of people with
Multiplayer
Xbox,
games.
they would say, yeah, online.
Multiplayer.
That's where their friends are
I'm an
be at.
online gamer. I'm a multiplayer gamer. That's what a lot of people say. They are multiplayer gamers, right? And granted, the loudest ones are the ones that people tend to pay attention to the most. Now, obviously, this isn't every Xbox gamer talking like this. Like, obviously, you know, the ones that truly do care about gaming aren't speaking like this. So obviously, these types of things aren't uh, geared towards that demographic of people. And you know, I always say that because I like to make sure that, because you know, people tend to think that when you're saying something, it's about them. It's like, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's not about you. But you know, a lot, especially now, being so late in a generation, there's no reason why, you know, people claim, you know, oh well, you know, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, but you're not buying a console that has the games that you clearly want. The PlayStation 4 is clearly the console that a lot of people want, but they are in denial and don't want to say or don't want to admit that this is the console that they want, because they're, I don't know, they're trying to impress their friends. I don't know. Look, I got all the consoles.
Yeah.
But you know, people, they say, you know, I'm a multiplayer gamer. I'm not, you know, I don't want to play one and done Sony games. But here they are begging for games that are single player focused, story driven games to be on their platform. And it's like Barry said, competition is great for business, right? What sets a console apart? The games that you can only get on that console. That's vital, and that's very important to not just the gamer, but that's also important to the business and the product. Because again, when you're putting a product on a market, if I'm selling something to JayBari and I'm like, hey Bari, look, I just opened a store. It's a clothing store, right? And you know, Bari's like, well, you know, I got a sneaker store, a clothing store near my crib. Why should I come here? Oh well, you know, we get the newest Jordans 2 weeks early. All right, I'm here now.
Yeah.
You know, you can only get the sevens here. We got an exclusive deal with Nike. They only ship the sevens here. Oh shit, yo, take my bread. I'm a sevens. I love the sevens.
You're gonna want to go get that.
Yeah, that same concept applies here. Now that doesn't mean that when it comes to Air Force Ones, you can get anywhere, that he has to come here and get it, because his store near his house sells Air Force Ones as well. So he's still getting business there. But when it comes to the exclusives, it's guaranteed he's going to that other store. It's guaranteed. And then what's funny is, while he's at that other store, he can say, you know what? Damn, I forgot these Air Force Ones came out. Let me grab these here too. Here you go. That's double the sale. The same thing applies with gaming consoles.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Oh no, I'm letting you go.
No, I hear you. Now go ahead. I'm just setting up these comments.
But you know, I mean, you know, and a lot of people, they tend to, I don't know, when you're in the gaming community for so long, you see, you know, people begging for games and not wanting to, you know, like if you ask somebody like, oh well, you know, why don't you just buy a PlayStation 4? Or like, say a game comes out for Xbox, why don't you just buy an Xbox? Oh well, fuck PlayStation, fuck Xbox. I don't want to do this. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to support them. So then you don't want to play the game. You don't want to play games. Like again, when it comes to the fanboy shit, when it comes to like having a favorite, everyone is allowed to have their favorite something. I have a favorite team. I have a favorite video game console. I have a favorite video game developer. Like, it's okay for people to have favorites. We all have favorites, right? That's not the problem. The problem is, if my favorite isn't providing something for me, I have to go where it's being provided. It's that simple. Like, that doesn't mean that your favorite is any less favorite. It just means you have to go somewhere else to get that fix that you're looking for. And that fix right now is video games. People, you feel me? Like, people want to play these different games, but aren't willing to put out the console to play the games that they want. That's an issue. That's almost borderline a mental issue. That a piece of plastic takes hold of your wallet or your life to that degree to where you wouldn't go out and support a different console just for the fact of what the console is. That's a you problem.
That's a you problem. Yo, Debbie, like what's good, man? Yeah.
You like
if you mad that Spider-Man is only on PS4 and not on Xbox or the Switch, that's a you problem.
That's a you problem. You like that setup, hey, JayBari?
Yeah, man. But nah, man, yo, I really feel that these I want people to keep the same energy. I always say this. I like when people have a certain stance and they're not just flip flopping. A lot of people be having this excuse that, oh, I can flip flop when it comes to games because I own every console, or this and that. No, but who are you as a gamer? You know what I mean? What is your stance as a gamer? Yeah, you can own every console you want, but what is your stance, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because when Rise of the Tomb Raider got announced and Xbox came with their rinky-dinky marketing slur with a game, so my exclusive 2015 2015 Xbox One exclusive 2015 or 16, whatever the game came out, right? And everybody was like, yo, Rise of the Tomb Raider is exclusive to Xbox. This is crazy. And then you had other, PlayStation fans that have their stance. They was like, yo, I want this game. PlayStation is more home on PlayStation. You had a lot of Xbox dudes coming out there. Well, we already knew the game was not going to be exclusive, right? But we had a lot of Xbox dudes coming out there. It was like, oh, if you butthurt about Tomb Raider being exclusive to Xbox, you're not a real gamer. Real gamers will go out and buy Xbox. The reason why they were saying those things is because they wanted Xbox sales to plummet, not plummet, but to rise, to increase. You know what I mean? So that is like, oh, that's a good incentive for you to get an Xbox now. Oh, do you like Tomb Raider? I remember seeing a whole bunch of those videos. Oh, PlayStation fans, you claim you like Tomb Raider, but don't want to get an Xbox to get it. Y'all not real gamers. Y'all not this. You know what I mean? This whole real gamer stance is coming out with this game.
Mm-hmm. The same thing could be applied to. My fine, I'm gonna cut you off.
But where is the same energy when it applies to Spider-Man? If you're a real gamer and you want to play Spider-Man, you enjoy Spider-Man comics, you enjoy Spider-Man movies, you just enjoy Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what you got to do? There's no marketing, deceit here. They tell you straight up, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to buy a PlayStation. And the funny thing, I'm going to compare to Nintendo fans real quick, is that when Nintendo announces Super Smash Bros., when Nintendo announces Zelda, Mario, you don't hear nobody be like, ah, man, why is this game not on PlayStation? You know what I mean? You don't hear people going on Twitter, this should be on Xbox. When is this game coming to Xbox? Because people know that when it comes to the Nintendo games, and they say it's Nintendo first party, that's solidified. It ain't going nowhere else but Nintendo. And that's a good thing for Nintendo. But when it comes to PlayStation games like Spider-Man, these guys going crazy. God of War, they going crazy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, when is this coming to Xbox? Let's look at these comments real quick. Thank you for showing me this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here named Chris Williams. I don't want to, expose people like this, but look at your aunt out there, savage. Be the savage as usual.
Oh yeah, you already know.
I zoomed in a little too much. I want to get this guy right here. There we go. Look at my man. And yo, shout out to my man. If you want to play Spider-Man, get a PS4. Stop bitching. If you bought an Xbox One or a Switch, you bought the wrong console. And should get a PS4. End of story. Comment section is full of grown ass salty motherfuckers laughing my ass off. And the thing is, I can't even like this. Look what happened when I like this. Look what happens when I like this, guys.
Yeah.
I'm blocked. I got 11 more hours, as you can see right there. I'm blocked. So I can't even like that stuff. But let's look at my man, Chris Williamson. I just hope they change their minds about it being exclusive and eventually release it on the Xbox and the Switch. You see this guy right here? This guy is an undercover Xbox fanboy. Okay, he don't care about this game coming out for the Switch. Yeah, that's what they do, bro. Yo, Persona, you seen it? You see how they do move, man. They don't care about this game coming to Switch. They just include it. They include the Switch so they don't look like this a fanboy if he just says Xbox. That's his real thoughts. Just Xbox. And people already shut this dude down. I'm not even gonna go there. Let me go up to some of these comments. Can I go up? I doubt Ant is like the top, the most. But look at this the crazy. And I'm not I'm not a person that like to bash people about, you know what I mean, people being salty. But this joint is getting crazy now. It is getting crazy now. Like it is. We're going into the 5th year of the generation. You don't have a PS4 now. They've been dropping all these games. You tell me that you don't want to play this? You don't want to play this game? This is what people do. A lot of people, if you wanted to play Metroid, Return of Samus, what are you gonna have to do? What are you gonna have to do?
Nintendo product.
You're gonna have to buy a Nintendo product. You're gonna have to buy a 3DS. If you wanted to play Mario Odyssey, what you gonna have to do?
Buy a Switch.
Why is it an issue when it comes to Spider-Man or PlayStation games? People's throwing out anti-consumer. You know what I mean? It's just getting crazy, man. We got to cut this joint out. Don't get mad at Sony because they are doing what they are doing for their fans to keep their fan base on that platform, or to garner as much attention to get new people to come on their platform. Don't get mad at Sony spending the marketing deal, the marketing money, you know what I mean, locking down these deals, working with Marvel to get this game exclusive and all that stuff. Don't get mad at them. You should be mad at Phil Spencer. Yo, Super Jamaican, what up, man? You should be mad at Phil Spencer, man.
Facts.
This is the dude that came out and told you guys we're going to make up for this game being exclusive on PlayStation. We're going to double down on first party in 2014. We're going to double down in first party games. I got you guys. I got you. People's giving Phil Spencer this roadmap BS jargon. Oh, well, Phil said he always wanted to have backwards compatibility, and then he wanted to put the games on PC. Shut the fuck up. Get your games. Get exclusives.
But they just now getting, like, they just now starting to get the stuff that was announced like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, we still don't have anything new. Like, new. Like, remember last year at E3, they said they didn't want to announce anything that was more than 2 years out?
Yeah, exactly.
They did. And now we get everything.
I was hella shocked, bro.
Yeah.
This game should be a multi-plat. Why? Why should it be a multi-plat? If it was on Xbox exclusive, I'm pretty sure that same notion would be said.
Yeah, they'd
like, look, you PlayStation fans thought Xbox ain't exclusive. I thought Xbox didn't have no games. That's what they will be saying. That's exactly what they will be saying.
Not
like,
only that,
we gotta
like,
stop the hypocrisy, man.
With Sunset Overdrive, I remember when that game first came out. I remember how you were saying, like, yo, that, like, this is pretty much Ratchet and Clank for Xbox. Yeah. And how this game should have been on PlayStation. Mm-hmm. But I was intrigued by that game so much. That's what made me go out and pick up an Xbox. I bought my Xbox for Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, because didn't you get like the white Xbox or something like that?
Nah, I got the regular, the Halo Master Chief Xbox. And yeah, so Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, Scalebound. These were the games that I'm looking at, and I'm like, damn, I gotta have an Xbox for these. I gotta have these, you know, Super Cuphead and all that. That's the power of exclusives.
Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do to get your fan base excited. That's what you got to do to get new people on your platform. Not this BS that Phil Spencer is trying to preach you. Hey, well, you know, the single player game is not making the money. You know, it's all about the service based games. And then when you get it, then you agree with them. I think Phil is on. These guys like I think Phil is onto something here, guys. He might be right on this. And then when you get in these games like Sea of Thieves and Microbots, what was the game that my man Beer said? RoboCraft.
Roboblox, I think it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't want to hear your complaints when you get in these stuff because you just agree with this man when he was saying this BS. And I've been telling people everything what Phil Spencer has been saying is not correct. Just look at what PlayStation and Nintendo is doing. They're doing a completely opposite thing. And look what is happening. It's working.
PlayStation about to hit 80 mil if they haven't already.
Yeah, it's working. You know what I'm saying? You see Nintendo games is flourishing. The Switch is flourishing. You actually getting sales numbers with Nintendo and PlayStation. With Microsoft, if it was really working, you wouldn't be seeing stuff like, oh, well, you know, the Xbox Live has recorded 1.7 billion people online. You know,
attracted 2 million users. What the fuck is that?
You know what I mean? That's telling you right there, it's not working. You're trying to put this narrative out there, but really and truly, what you want is concrete numbers. That's why this dude Aaron Greenberg is always, oh look guys, CFTs is back at #1, and everybody exposes him right 2 minutes later. No, it's not. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. They gotta cut this stuff out, man. They gotta cut this. Every time Phil Spencer says something, it's like they gotta worship Phil Spencer. Yo, Robert, what's good, man? Xbox fans mad as hell. Spider-Man not coming to Xbox, as they should. As they should. Now they're gonna have to get a PS4.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Now they're going to have to get a PS4.
A lot of them already got PS4, but still won't pick up the game on PS4.
Still won't pick up the game. Look at Hellblade. A lot of them had PS4. Yeah, now all of a sudden they're talking about Hellblade. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh look, guys, I pre-ordered an Xbox.
No Man's Sky. The No Man's Sky was the laughing stock of PlayStation, like the laughing stock of the gaming industry last year.
Take Meatball, yo, no doubt, bro. Off the troll now. My man said, yo, my man Step to Meatball said, yo, I'm out of here. First time on your channel, bro. Really cool. I'm off the troll now.
And that's septic. But No Man's Sky was the laughing stock of the game industry last year. Or was that the year before? What year No Man's Sky came out? Last year? Year before?
2016.
2016. Laughing stock. Laughing stock. Like even PlayStation dudes was criticizing that game because that game did not release how it was supposed to. It was to the point where we dismissed that game. We put the game in the back of our heads. Done. Now look, No Man's Sky coming out on the Xbox this month actually, and retweets. Oh man, look at this! Sony lost another one. Is Sony losing its exclusives? Oh, look at this, another one. Are you picking this up?
Right.
Are you picking up No Man's Sky?
I want to go back to your comment. I want to go back to your comment about Sunset Overdrive too, because you was onto something too, man. I don't think we got distracted or whatever, but you said that how people reacted with Sunset Overdrive. I remember Sunset Overdrive coming out, and you know a lot of PlayStation fans was upset because Insomniac was heavily tied with PlayStation, right? Mm-hmm. PlayStation didn't do the proper deal to get that game on their platform because they wanted that game as their IP and whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Microsoft scooped it up, did what they had to do. Got the game out there. When you know some Sony fans are complaining about, oh, this game should be on PlayStation. Xbox fans like, no, why it should be on PlayStation? You want Sunset Overdrive, you got to buy an Xbox now. You know what I mean? Throwing that, laughing in their face, right? Mm-hmm. All that stuff, using those things. You got to get an Xbox if you want to play Sunset Overdrive. The same people that's talking about this game should be multi-plat and all that stuff. It was the same people laughing at PlayStation fans, screenshotting, making videos that Sunset Overdrive is exclusive to Xbox. Where's the same energy at? That's why I'm trying to get these people like, yo, was this your real was this your real opinion back then? How can you just
pick up the game back then? Those are questions, like these are important questions.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, yo, how could somebody just switch up their opinion so fast? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's 2 years, 3 years, but yo, how can your opinion just switch like that? Like, how you feel as a gamer?
Because oh, my fault. I was about to ask.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say because again, the shift of Microsoft period, like it's a huge shift because remember at the beginning of Microsoft Gen, the most important things to Xbox fans were what? Exclusives. Remember that, right? And they was doing, what's the definition of an exclusive? Only found on one platform, blah, blah, blah. All these different things. That's what Xbox dudes was swore up and down. It wasn't about graphics. Because remember, PlayStation 4 was known to be 20 or 50% more powerful. The games were looking better on PlayStation, OG, whatever, PlayStation 4, OG, and all that type of stuff. So that argument got dismissed. What Microsoft's downfall was they were trying to go for all digital, and people didn't want that. They wanted physical. They didn't want the DRM, blah blah blah, all that other stuff. Fast forward 2 years, now what? PlayStation, Xbox is doing Xbox Play Anywhere. Their games are going to PC. Oh well, you know, it's still within the Windows realm. It's still within Microsoft's realm, so it's still exclusive. No, it's not.
Microsoft still gets the money. Remember that?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not exclusive anymore, right? Fast forward another year or another 2 years, and we've got Game Pass. We've got Xbox Play Anywhere. We have new exclusives going to Game Pass. An all digital realm. Xbox Play Anywhere, all these different things, games going on PC, the Game Pass, all that is digital. All that is the stuff that they said that they hated at the beginning of the generation. So, and resolution. Now it's about resolution. Oh, well, the multiplats look better. Like, a lot of these dudes are content with the multiplats looking better than PlayStation. Yeah. So they don't care about exclusives. There are people out there saying this. Oh, well, I get the best looking multiplats. That's what matters. No. No.
Yo, T-Man, that's what we're talking about right now, man. We're talking about this hypocrisy and salt. My bad.
Again, go back to PlayStation 3. Remember PlayStation 3 where we were having the graphics comparison arguments? And the graphics comparison arguments were that the Xbox and Xbox multiplats look better than PlayStation, but PlayStation had the best looking exclusives.
Yeah.
Tell me one exclusive on the Xbox built from the ground up for the Xbox One X. I'll wait.
Sea of Thieves, bro.
Stop.
Hey, man.
Stop.
Why can't say Sea of Thieves, man?
All right, I'll give you Sea of Thieves. The water does look very beautiful, very realistic. I give you that. But
the vistas.
But as soon as PlayStation 4 Pro came out, that new year, that beginning of the new year, and we're not talking about, you know, patches to make games look better. We're talking new exclusives, like games that are coming out built for the PlayStation 4 Pro in mind. Horizon Zero Dawn, arguably one of the best looking games come out this gen until God of War comes out. You know, then we got God of War, we got Detroit, we got Spider-Man, we got Days Gone, we got Ghost of Tsushima, we got Knack 2, we've got GT Sport, we've got these are new exclusives built in the mindset of PlayStation 4 Pro. How long ago did Xbox One X come out? 6 months, maybe 7. 6 months. 6.
Yeah, 6
November,
months.
November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. 5-6 months. Nothing. Crickets.
Damn.
I'm done.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like, the hypocrisy with these dudes and what they accept and what they should be pissed about doesn't align with them within a gamer mindset. Because had PlayStation been doing these same things, I would be saying the same things about PlayStation. PlayStation, yo, where's the games? I need the games. I need the exclusives. I need, you know, where's the games at? We're getting that.
Yo, you know what I might do? September 7th, I'm gonna do like a video going to GameStop. I'm like, hey man, here to pick up Spider-Man for the Xbox.
Yo, stop. Yo, sure.
I might do it, bro.
Oh,
I might do it, man. I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to pick up Spider-Man for the Xbox. Do you guys have that here?
Amazing Spider-Man? Oh no, the new Spider-Man coming out. Oh no, that's only on PlayStation. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, then I'm gonna act upset. Like, did I say Amazing Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Yo, this joint is getting crazy out here, man. I just want people to keep the same energy, man. That's all I want. Keep the same energy. If you had this stance about, oh, if you wanted to buy a game and be a real gamer to get these games on a certain platform, you would have to do this and do that. Keep the same energy. You know what I mean? Keep the same energy, man. Because you know what I'm saying, we see you say certain things, and then 2 seconds later you're saying something different. It's not adding up out here, man. It's not adding up. Keep the same energy. That's all we're trying to say. It's this hypocrisy where everybody trying to claim people as a real gamer because somebody's happy about the exclusives that's coming to the platform that they enjoy and like. You know what I mean? Gamers can't be hyped for games that, you know what I mean, they've been been hyped for since the first initial announcement of the game. You know, we did a live stream when it came to this the PlayStation E3 26. That's matter of fact, that's the most watched video that I have. You know, I mean, 4,000 something, almost 5,000 views in there, and that was our live reaction. And when that Spider-Man came out, yo, we lost it. We lost it. I almost cried.
That's one of the best E3s in years.
Yeah, there's no fraud in here, man. This is all real feelings, yo. This game is gonna be hype. You see me play. You see me play Amazing Spider-Man 2 earlier today, which crashed on me. All right. It ain't no fraud out here, man. We excited for these games.
Yeah, especially God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit, all these games. The excitement is real because
I'm excited for God of War, but that Spider-Man hype just got me so like in my feelings. I'm just like, yo, you know what? I got God of War coming. I got collector's edition and the digital ready to go.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, it's again, you know, PlayStation is doing it right by putting out the games that they know people want, and they're still taking chances on new IPs. They're taking chances on game like PlayStation, and I like when you're on the outside looking in, or you're looking at like the excitement of people, you know. Sometimes you can think, oh, well, how come you're excited for everything? Because PlayStation is giving me everything I want. Yep. Like none of it is fake hype, fake out. Like the Ni no Kuni 2, and I've said this. I've never played Ni no Kuni 1. I only know what Bari told me about the game. So I'm like, damn, this sounds. And you know, watching some gameplay, I'm like, damn, this looks dope. Looking at Ni no Kuni 2, my excitement for the game stemmed from wanting to get that experience. Not because I know the series. No, I want to get that experience. I want to experience that. I'm like, this looks like something I could enjoy. I want to experience that. And
it's dope. It's a dope ass game.
And it's I put 45 hours into the game so far, and I'm hooked. I love the game right now. I'm loving the game.
Yeah, man, I'm at 41.
I grew up with God of War. So
yeah, God of War is I think God of War is it's kind of like Uncharted type. You know what's going to be there already. Like, you know what I mean? There's no, you know, it's what it is.
And Spider-Man, like, are one of the most, if not the most popular Marvel hero. Like, I used to watch the Spider-Man show when I was a kid. I used to read the comic books.
Spider-Man.
Yo, like Spider-Man, how can you not be hyped for Spider-Man? Especially when they're putting this much love and care into the game. You see it. Like, if it was just some regular game, they would just release it and not go through press runs and article exposés and shit. Like, no. Like, this is a game that they're putting their love in. They're
getting news about the game. You know what I mean? Yo, the game is months apart from each other, right? And you're actually getting news about the game. You're getting a proper article. You're getting this and that. What you're going to be doing. That stuff is dope, man. That's what gamers want. I always denied people when they always said, man, if don't announce the game if you're not ready for a release date or stuff like that, E3s and all. So I never agree with that sentiment. Never agree with that. You got to build hype for your gamers. Know what's coming. Once people's anticipating the game, and then you drop the proper information on them, then they're gonna be like, oh man, now the hype is gonna be really, really, really built. You gotta build.
PlayStation did good. PlayStation did good on that because
they did good.
Because remember early in the generation, they were announcing games with release dates and delaying games. That was something that people were like, they were growing tired of that. And in 2017, they changed up. They said, you know what? We're not going to give you guys a release date. We'll show you the game, but we're not going to give you a release date. Right? And what happened? People were mad. Oh, well, there's no dates. There's no dates. It's like you can't do right when it comes to Sony. You can't do right because the critique was, you're giving me dates that you're not meeting. Okay, I'm not going to give you a date, but I'll still show off the game and give you a year that we can guarantee the game will come out in. Oh, okay, well, I need a date now. Well, I don't want to give you a date without being concrete. Oh, they're giving me stuff with no dates. No dates. No. Yo, I like this model that PlayStation is using right now because it works. Because you can't, if you're showing me a bunch of God of War stuff but no date, I can't hold you to a promise that you never gave me. You never promised me, you know, such and such day on such and such date.
Yeah.
So it absolves them of that responsibility.
The only thing I didn't like is that PS6. I think I felt like they could have
get the date there.
Yeah, the dates there
at
PS6. Even at E3. Well, E3 I didn't really expect any dates, but certain games, because we thought those games were going to be coming out this year, but they obviously got pushed.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, stuff like that. But other than that, I felt like they pretty much been on point as far as what they've been doing. You know what I mean? They've been pretty much on point, and the way how they divulging the information has been good too. You know what I mean? State of Decay comes out in May. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've been watching this game. I pretty much know some stuff about State of Decay. That I told you, IGN First is trash. I'm not even trying to disrespect IGN and all that stuff, but it's been trash, man. IGN First is trash. I don't know why Microsoft aligned themselves with that crap. You know what I mean? They don't really give out no information. They show gameplay like, oh, so this is what we can do, and this is what we can do with this. Like, it's not even nothing really that they're doing. It's just trash, man.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that like that IGN First, but that joint killing the game. Because what do you know about State of Decay right now? Other than that, it's multiplayer. What do you know?
I know that there's zombies in the game.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what the zombies in the game, and the different versions.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I wish Xbox would adopt, though. Like, you see how like PlayStation, they did this whole thing with God of War with Game Informer, and they, you know, they're talking about the game. They're doing interviews, the 112 questions, and all these different things. You know, like month-long press runs, like almost like it's an album. You know, like press tours and shit like that. Like, I like those things, dev diaries and things like that. I love watching that stuff, man, because like I really love gaming. You feel me? Like, so things like that I love.
You gotta wait to Xbox inside Xbox.
Yeah, it's like with Xbox, man, I don't want to sit and watch something for 2 hours. Like, sit somewhere watching something for 2 hours, like what they did with Inside Xbox last month. That's not I don't know. I feel like that's not the right way of doing it. Because I don't want to sit here and just see a bunch of dev interviews and no new games, no new gameplay, no new nothing. Just sitting there, and Sea of Thieves is already a boring game to me. So sitting there and watching that shit was killing.
Did you play it?
No, nope. Hell no.
Right then. You're being messy now, Prezone. You're being messy.
Let me clean it up. Somebody go try to expose me.
The hypocrisy got to stop, though, man. Hypocrisy got the salt of us too. You know, when that game come out, it's gonna be even more salt, more hypocrisy. Why is Sony getting all these exclusives? Microsoft should have exclusives too. I hate you, Sony. You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do.
They're gonna be very mad.
This dude went at Insomniac, was like, I hate Insomniac and PlayStation for doing this. Now I have to buy a PlayStation to play this game. Like, what? This is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what you was doing even back in the day. You know what I mean? Yo, they had 2 different Ninja Turtle games back in the day. For Super Nintendo, you had Turtles in Time. For Sega, you had Hyperstone Dimension or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. They were 2 different. They were same like kind of art style, but 2 different type of Turtles game. If you wanted to play both of them, what you had to do? You have to have those 2 consoles. You have to buy it. I don't get these people, man. These people is weird, man. Weird.
Trail said Microsoft is in a state of decay.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Factory. It's just crazy, man. I never seen gamers like this that behave like this, man. Like they acting like this is something new. There's nothing new here.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, man.
I agree.
But anyway, man, we about to close this up. Yo, Persona, you got any thing to say right here, man?
Listen, man. SpiderMan PS4 Spider-Man coming out September 7th, 2018. It is an amazing time to be a PlayStation gamer. Also, real quick, I'm sorry. I don't know why people get mad when you say that. Like, I'm just happy to be a gamer, and I'm like,
yeah, that's why
I'm happy to be a PlayStation gamer. I'm happy to be a PlayStation gamer. That's a fact. There's nothing wrong with being happy to be a PlayStation owner or a gamer. PlayStation is killing it right now. Just keep doing what you do.
You see when I always like to compare. When people say, "Oh, I love my Switch," nobody gets upset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I say I love my PlayStation, it's like, oh my god, this dude's toxic.
I just love being a gamer.
I just love being a gamer. Why you can't just love all platforms? You don't sit your $2 ass down
before I make change.
By the way, man, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I do it in my outro.
But yeah, man, I'm happy. I love being a PlayStation gamer. I love being gamer too. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Yo, facts, Vanny. I love my PlayStation. Facts. You can't be mad at me for that. I love my PlayStation. I love PlayStation. I love playing PlayStation exclusives. That's it. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my Mog Boys, man. Demigod Reviews. Make sure you check out his channel. Make sure you check out Mr. Official VG as well. Also, subscribe to my channel, Gaming with Persona. I stream. I was gonna do When Persona Speaks tonight, but since I came on JayBari Show, he pretty much talked about the shit I was gonna talk about.
We don't want to hear no excuses. Do your damn show.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Mind of a Gamer podcast is this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, man, Spider-Man, September 7th. I'm hype. God of War, April 20th. I'm hype. Detroit, March 25th. I'm hype.
Yo, you just listen to what you're saying right now, bro. Yo, dropping the release dates, huge games. Yo, it's getting crazy.
Yakuza, April 17th. Hype. Witch Academia, July. Dragon Crown Pro, May.
We doing that multiplayer, man. That Dragon Crown Pro, we doing that multiplayer. And I got the wizard chick with the big boobs.
Ah, damn it! I wanted to use. Actually, no, I'm gonna use the Viking one, the other one with the big thighs.
Big chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon Quest 11 September 4th.
Dragon Quest is September 4th or 14th. I know it's one of them 4s. Oh, so, okay. So yeah, Dragon Quest come out first then. Okay.
Yeah. I'm happy to be a PlayStation gamer, and that's it, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. But yeah, like Persona said, man, you'll definitely go subscribe to his channel. The link in this channel is down below. Go check that out. You're going to see Mind of a Gamer every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, you're going to see Plus on Block podcast every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Right. And Chuck's channel's in the link in the description as well. Go hit those links. Go to the channel, subscribe. You guys want to hear about fighting game news? Plus on Block. You guys want to hear a gaming podcast? You know, I'm very cool, relax. A spoon of Mog in the morning. Yeah, go ahead and listen.
Get you a bowl of Mog in the morning.
You know what I mean? Right. That's a cool little saying, because you know Saturdays you had your little bowl of cereal. You was eating that junk watching your cartoon or something. You know what I mean? Y'all should do like a Mog t-shirt. A little kid that's listening to the YouTube channel with a big ass bowl and a big ass spoon, you know what I mean? Something like that. That'd be dope.
Man, that would be dope too. The idea is just
we'll talk about the price of my idea.
We're gonna talk.
I ain't free. But you know, I'm pretty cheap. You get a discount. You get a council discount.
Fact.
But also, get ready, guys, because expect a video with me and Zaire. He might be on the next JayBari Show next week. So you guys want to check that out? We're gonna be doing we're gonna do a little one-on-one talk with Zaire. For the JayBari Show episode 20, man. So definitely go and check that out. If next week for sure is gonna go down. Just got to set it up with him, man. See what's going down with that, man. Cause Zaire, I never seen a conform like this ever. Like, you know what I mean? People just ease their way. Yo, he's fully conformed. This guy got a PlayStation symbol on his TV. Yo, it's getting
he got the. I seen that in his last. I'm like, damn, Zaire, you got the PlayStation running in the background while you doing videos and shit, bro. Like, you really try to fish your Fanboys, bro. Chill.
That man said he sold his PS4 Pro. He getting the God of War Pro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's that. I'm not even getting the God of War Pro. That is pony. That is pony for you. That's a pony. You know what I mean? Yo, we definitely gonna talk about it with Zaire next week, though, man. So you guys,
for that one.
if you guys are interested in that, definitely tune in, man. Because you know I hold no punches. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell him everything.
Garuda said we accept Zaire. You know what? Zaire would probably be the only one.
I ain't accepting crap. I'll tell you that right now. crap
he gonna have to go through. He gonna have to go through some hoops, though, man. You can't do some flip flop shit, man. Like you gotta, explain yourself. Sit in the court of PlayStation and state your case.
I think Zaire see the writing is on the wall. He see the games that is coming out and being announced, and he's just not with it. And the thing is, too, I don't really agree with everything Zaire is saying, but I just respect the man have a stance. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He been saying from the longest that he don't like these indie games and stuff like that. Mooch and crap. These guys have been changing their tune. They've been saying they don't like indie game and these smaller tinky winky games. And when they jump on Xbox, the greatest news of Xbox history has been announced. No Man's Sky is on. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, sit your
indie right now.
Yeah, I'm like, sit your ass down, man, with your hypocrite ass up.
Yo, Vanny Pan donated 5. He said, "Get on Mog this week, Bari." Yo, Bari, come through.
Yo, Vanny Pan, definitely appreciate the invite. The fact that you, the donation. The fact that you said that, we gotta have to talk to Persona and let him know, man. You're like, that man Vanny Pan's paid his money, man.
Oh no, yeah. Hey, look, man. I said this before. The door is always open for Bari to come through, man. I definitely don't mind that, man. Come through. I just want to get a couple of PlayStation and Xbox guys on the show anyway, and kind of do like a Xbox dudes that want the game to be multiplat. I want them to state their case.
Oh yeah, factory.
I'm gonna see if what's the name will come through Kid Smooth or somebody. It'll be fun.
Yeah, get Kid Smooth on there. You know what I mean?
Hit him up.
But yo, definitely appreciate the donation, man. But yo, this is episode 19, man, of the JayBari Show. This is the official SpiderMan podcast. Like I said, the game didn't really work out because it crashed on me. But yeah, man, we hyped. PlayStation Nation, we hype out here, man. Yo, don't let nobody kill your hype for any exclusive. If you hype for a game, confess it, profess it, let them know. Yo, I'm hyped for this joint, man. You know what I mean? Forget the haters, man. But yo, we out of here, man. JayBari Show. See you guys next week. We're going to get Zaire on here. We're going to PlayStation him out properly. We're going to go over the contract and everything. And yeah, man, it's going down. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want to say anything, be there right in the comment section. I read out these questions, man. But yeah, man, we out of here, man.
Oh, man.
You see Spider-Man with the deuces? Deuces.
Oh, yeah, that's Bari, be ready.